Ken Whiting here with another gear review, and in this video I am testing the brand new NRS Neutron Packraft. This is a packraft that is designed to pretty much tackle anything that nature throws at you, from calm water to pretty significant whitewater. Now I just tried pack rafting for the first time ever about a month ago, and I had a blast doing it, but it was somewhat of a limited experience. One of the things that a lot of pack rafts, including the Neutron, are designed to do really well is allow you to go on multi-day backcountry adventures. And so I decided that's what I wanted to test, pack rafting on a multi-day trip while I was testing the NRS Neutron. So I went to the Noire River in Quebec, did a 30-mile backcountry remote river adventure. And so here's some of the footage of this boat in action before I tell you more about it and what I liked, what I didn't like, who this boat is for, and what kind of value it provides. Well, that really was an amazing trip, and you can watch the full adventure video. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. But this video is about my review of the NRS Neutron, so let's dive right into it. I'm going to tell you a bit more about this boat. The NRS Neutron comes in two sizes, standard and extra large for heavier, taller paddlers or paddlers who want more space for multi-day trips. I tested the extra large. The extra large Neutron retails for $1,195 US. It's 8 feet long, it's 39.5 inches wide, it weighs 12.2 pounds all in, which is 5.5 kilos, and it has a capacity of 400 pounds or 180 kilos. Its primary use is all conditions. Now the Neutron has a self-bailing floor. Now how that works is it's an inflatable floor, and so when there's water inside, that inflatable floor wants to rise to the surface. The water falls to the sides where there are holes that the water can drain out of the boat from. It has an adjustable back band, thigh braces, a tie zip closure so you can use the inside as waterproof internal storage. Now the main hull is made from a durable 420 nylon dual TPU coated material. The floor is a heavy-duty 840D nylon dual TPU coated material. It has 4 nylon D-rings in the bow. It comes with a repair kit and an inflation bag, and it comes with a 3-year warranty on the boat and a 1-year warranty on the tie zip closure. Now let's start, like I always do, with portability. How portable is this boat? Well, that's the joy of any pack raft, is they're so portable. Pack rafts only weigh between, well, as little as 5 pounds and maybe up to 20 pounds at the very high end. At 12 pounds, this thing is very easy to move around. Highly portable, very quick to inflate as well. It comes with an inflation bag. I used a battery powered pump, an electric pump, because you know what? I pump up a lot of boats and I like to use an electric pump. Now at 12 pounds, it isn't the lightest pack raft on the market, but what you get with that is a really high level of durability. And so, you know, if you're just looking for the lightest pack raft possible, this probably isn't the boat for you. But if you want a combination of lightweight and high durability, this is definitely a boat to consider. Now, one note is that it doesn't come with a carrying bag. So overall, top marks for portability. That's one of the big highlights of all pack rafts, and so 2 thumbs up there. Now let's talk comfort. What can I say? It's a comfortable boat. It's inflatable, it pumps up to 1.5 PSI, which means that it's not super firm. It doesn't feel like a hard-shelled boat by any means. And so it's comfy. It has an inflatable floor, and the seat is a little bit higher than the foot area, and so it's nice and thick, very comfortable there. Even running over some smooth rocks that I didn't notice it. The side tubes here, they provide great support, lateral support for your legs. Your legs just lie against there nicely. When you don't have high tubes like this, like on when you're sitting on a stand-up paddleboard, your legs just want to splay out. There's nothing supporting it, and that tweaks your hips. It becomes an issue if you're sitting for very long. Very comfortable to sit in this thing. The back band is great. This is a performance back band. This isn't just a light back support. This is a really nice back band that provides lower back support, promotes a good paddling position, and gives you real control when you're in the whitewater. Now the thigh hooks. The thigh hooks they're very simple. They're basically just straps, but they do the trick, and they weren't uncomfortable. If you're going to be doing a lot of whitewater, you can upgrade these thigh hooks with their NRS's inflatable kayak thigh hooks, and that would be a nice upgrade. But unless you're doing primarily whitewater, I don't see any reason to. These do the trick. Something I didn't test, simply because I'm nursing a bum shoulder these days, was rolling this thing. But I feel like an upgraded thigh hook wouldn't improve your ability to roll this boat. If you can roll a Packraft, you can roll it with this setup. Now, I don't really have anything else to say about comfort, and so 2 thumbs up for comfort for this boat. Packrafts, as a rule, are comfortable, and with the outfitting of this boat, I liked it. But now let's talk about performance. But before I do, something I've mentioned before, and I'm gonna mention again if you've heard it before, is the ACA online paddle sports safety course. It's free, it's fast, and it is so worth doing if you haven't done it already, or if you did do the original course a couple of years ago, doing it again as a refresher. They just have introduced 3 new modules this season: a kayak angling module, a nautical rules of the road module, things you need to know when you're paddling in bodies of water that have bigger boat traffic, power boat traffic, and then a rescue techniques module. Very short modules packed with very important information. It's free. There's no reason not to do it. So I'll leave a link in the description box down below to the main course and to the modules. Back to it, performance. I'm going to talk about performance of this boat in 2 respects. It's performance in flat water and it's performance in whitewater, because those are very different things. Flat water first. This is a 8-foot long boat that's 39 and a half inches wide. Any boat that's short and wide is going to be slow and stable. And that's exactly what the Neutron is. That's exactly what Packrafts are in general. They are not fast boats on flat water. They're just not high performing boats. None of them are high performance boats on flat water, not even close. And it's accentuated by the fact that it has no type of skeg, rudder, or fin. A lot of inflatable kayaks will have a removable fin like a surfboard or a stand-up paddleboard that goes into the bottom that helps the boat track. No Packraft that I know of has one of those, and this one doesn't either. And so not only is it slow, but it doesn't track very well. You're not going to cover a lot of ground flat water wise in this boat, but the trade-off is for dealing with any type of current or rough conditions. Because it's short and it's highly maneuverable, and the stability is a great advantage when you're in rough conditions. So for whitewater, highly maneuverable boat, great for whitewater. And not only is it a great boat for whitewater, it's really fun to paddle in whitewater. It's confidence inspiring because it's so stable, it's so easy to turn around. You can change your mind last minute and go in another direction. You can play around and surf in this thing. It's not great for side surfing because you can, but not very effectively because it's so wide. You can't really put the boat on edge. It's more you're leaning your body to one side to keep the other edge somewhat up. So it's not what you'd call a high performance whitewater boat. It's not like a whitewater kayak, but it can do a lot of the things and run a lot of the whitewater a whitewater kayak can. The self-bailing nature of this boat. There are Packrafts that are designed for whitewater that are either self-bailing or that have skirt systems that stop water from actually getting into the boat. The drawback of a skirt system is obvious. You're enclosed in that boat. You have less room to move around, less room to tie gear down like I needed to do. That wouldn't have been the right solution for me. So self-bailing was perfect for my type of trip. The downside of self-bailing is if you're in big water and you're dealing some big waves, there is about 10 seconds after you've been swamped where this boat is full of water and your boat now weighs a ton. We're talking about hundreds of pounds of water that you now have in this boat. And you lose control, a lot of the control over the kayak in that moment. If you're in technical big water where you have to make moves, then with a self-bailing boat, it's a little sketchy because you get swamped and you may lose the control you need to make the next move. And so for that reason, I wouldn't be comfortable taking this into technical big water, but it's fantastic for really all types of whitewater and big water up to like class 2 and 3. Everything that I experienced on the Black River, it was great. I wouldn't call that really big water, but it was bigger water, medium water, with some good sized waves. I got swamped. So now let's talk durability. Now, straight up, I didn't really want to test this thing's durability while I was on a remote backcountry adventure alone. And I didn't see anyone else. I knew there was probably not going to be anyone else out there for a couple of days. So I avoided rocks like the plague, just because I don't know how much a boat like this can take. That being said, NRS has been making whitewater rafts, whitewater inflatable kayaks for decades. I mean, I don't even know how long, 40 plus years. They know what they're doing there. And so I have a high level of confidence in them. I just don't know how far you can push a boat of this nature. Now the hull is made from a 420 nylon and the floor is a heavy duty 840 nylon. And both are TPU coated, and this is the interesting part, unlike any other pack raft that I know of, both on the outside and the inside of the material. And what that means, that coating, is a really durable coating that makes it waterproof and airproof. And so the abrasion, the wear is gonna happen on the outside of the boat. And if you wear through, whether it's a single hit or over time, wear through a spot in the material, a TPU coating on the outside of the boat, well, the inside is still coated and it's not getting that wear. And so it's like a backup, airproof, waterproof coating on the inside. There's great comfort that comes from that. In order for this thing to be popped, to lose its integrity, you need complete penetration, not just wear on the outside of the boat. The other thing this boat has, which is totally unique, is RF welded seams, which the NRS has developed through years and years of building rafts and inflatable kayaks. And what that allows them to do is avoid any seam tape on the outside of the boat. Seam tape, that's one of those things that you see on inflatable kayaks over time, starting to peel, starting to come up. It's a failure point. It can be a failure point. Not having seam tape reduces that failure opportunity. It also reduces a little bit of weight. So time will tell with durability. I am interested in pushing this boat and really seeing how much can I hit rocks. I mean, I hit rocks on my trips. I slid over shallow rock bars and things. I did those types of things, but I was gentle because I don't know how far you can push it, and I don't expect you can push it as far as you can push a heavy duty inflatable, whitewater inflatable kayak or raft. So who is the NRS Neutron for? Well, the NRS Neutron is an extremely versatile pack raft. NRS doesn't have as many options. This is their first year of making pack rafts, so they don't have that many options of pack rafts. So they decided the first pack rafts they were gonna make were gonna be the most versatile. This boat is really great for someone who's just doing trips that may involve class 1 current, and they want a heavier duty boat that they can rely on a bit more. They don't want to just cut as much weight as possible. Instead of getting that super ultra lightweight but not as durable 6-pound boat, they're happy to have a 12-pound boat that is going to handle more. This is also for that person who wants to do some trips like I did, some wilderness backcountry trips that involve some real whitewater and everything in between. You know, it's for people who are going to be doing more whitewater and less flat water. Really a broad range of people will love this boat. It's probably not the right boat for someone who's really wants to run some hardcore whitewater with their Packraft. There are other hardcore whitewater Packraft options out there. Now, value, $1,200 US for this thing. In my mind, that's solid value. And when you compare it against similar Packrafts in the market, like the Alpaca Narwhal and the Kokopelli Nirvana, I mean, they have small differences, but this boat is significantly less expensive. I mean, we're talking a couple of $100 cheaper than both of those boats. So it's hard to question the fact that this provides really good value. That being said, or good value compared to those other boats, but is $1,200 still a good price for a boat like this? In my opinion, it very much is. It's a great price. You have to expect to pay over $1,000 for any specialty boat. Not only because of the volume of boats that they're making, they're specialty boats. You pay a premium for that, but you're paying for a product that is built with high quality. You're paying for a boat that has the tie zip closure and access to full internal waterproof storage, performance backband, and inflatable floor. You're getting a lot. Does that mean it's the right boat for you? Absolutely not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What I can tell you is that you're not hard pressed to find a similar product that offers better value. You're not. At this point in time, you're not going to find a similar product that provides better value than the Neutron. So there you have it, my review of the NRS Neutron, and man, was it ever fun to test this raft, kayak, whatever you want to call it. I love these hybrid boats, these Packrafts, pack boats. I mean, there's just so many new styles of paddlecraft coming out these days, and so I'm gonna keep taking them on adventures and keep putting them to the test. I hope you guys keep watching and you enjoy them. If you do, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to Paddle TV if you haven't already, and stay tuned because I got a ton more paddling gear reviews, tips, and adventures coming your way.